دعني أبدأ من الاتفاق الذي وقعته مع أذربيجان والذي تعرضت بسببه لضغوط قوية حتى أن المتظاهرين وصلوا إلى منزلك. كيف تقيم هذا الاتفاق الآن؟
I guess you mean the trilateral agreement, statement, not agreement, but trilateral statement by myself, Russian president, and president of Azerbaijan. And that statement was on the ceasefire and the end of the all military actions. And I think in that time it was a step to stop violence in Nagorno-Karabakh. But I should say that that statement hasn't addressed the Nagorno-Karabakh issue, and Nagorno-Karabakh issue should be addressed. And we hope that in the upcoming times we will be able to address Nagorno-Karabakh issue as well. Today,
ولكن هذا الموضوع تحديدا يفترض أن هناك لجنة ترسيم حدود بين البلدين ستنظر في هذا الأمر. ما الذي يعيق عملها حتى الآن؟
You know, actually, we have several tracks with Azerbaijan, and you are right. Recently, we have established a commission for border demarcation, delimitation between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and it is very important to continue that work. Only one meeting occurred. But we have already agreed that the second meeting will take place in Moscow, Russian capital, and the third meeting will take place in Brussels. And we hope that with the support of our international partners, and of course through the direct work, we will be able to eliminate our borders.
ماذا لو توصلت هذه اللجنة إلى قرار بأن أراضي ناغورنو كاراباخ بالكامل ستكون لأذربيجان؟ ماذا سيكون موقفكم عندها؟
You know, the Commission for Border Delimitation has nothing to do with the Nagorno-Karabakh issue because, as I said, we have different tracks with Azerbaijan. One track is border delimitation and border security. Also, it is very important to state that is under the mandate of this commission because we need to keep the stability and security alongside of our borders. The second issue is the normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan. There is one more track connected with the opening of the regional transportation and economic communication. But of course, the most important and most urgent issue between Armenia and Azerbaijan and for the peace in our region is Nagorno-Karabakh issue.
وهذا بالضبط ما يثير غضب المعارضة. تعتبر أن روسيا وهي التي ترعى هذا الاتفاق أو الورقة كما سميتها ضالعة في مؤامرة ضد أرمينيا بل تقف إلى جانب أذربيجان؟
You know, Russia is a strategic partner and ally of Armenia, but Russia is a very close country for Azerbaijan too. And in this case, we saw the role of Russia as a guarantor of the trilateral statement that was signed, as I said, trilaterally.
بما أنك أشرت إلى هذه العلاقة الوثيقة مع روسيا والتحالفات التي تربطكم بها، ما موقفكم من الحرب على أوكرانيا التي تشنها روسيا؟
You know, of course, we are very concerned on the situation around the Ukraine, but you know, I think all the countries all around the world are concerned, because what we see now, we see actually the collapse of international order, and no one knows what will be the next international order. And of course, we are in favor of the dialogue, of solving all issues through dialogue and peacefully.
نعم، تقول كل الدول مهتمة وتتابع باهتمام، ولكن أنتم الوضع ربما مختلف بعض الشيء. اقتصادكم يرتبط ارتباطا وثيقا باقتصاد روسيا. كيف سينعكس ذلك، خصوصا وأنها تتعرض لعقوبات غربية قوية؟
Of course, it isn't a pleasant situation in terms of economy for us. But to be honest, we had 8.6% of economic growth in the first quarter, and we hope that we will be able to continue that dynamics after the events in Ukraine. Many people and many businesses transferred from Russia to Armenia because we have mutual economic space, and we are both Russia and Armenia members of European Economic Union. And in this situation, we hope and I think we will be able to manage this economic situation. But of course, not the economic situation in Russia directly impact to the Armenian economy, but the worldwide economic tension connected with food supplies, with the inflation, etc., etc. But now the numbers of the economy of Armenia are quite positive.
إذا أنتم في وضع أفضل من غيركم. هل تتعرضون لأي ضغوط سواء من موسكو أو من الغرب باتجاه التحالفات أو العلاقات الخاصة التي تربطكم بموسكو؟
I won't deny that the situation of our country and our government is quite sensitive, but we are trying to be direct, honest, and reliable partner for Russia, for our European and Western partners, for our neighbors, etc. It isn't an easy task, but I think the leadership is stipulated for situations like we have now, and it is our duty to manage this situation and keep the proper relations with our partners and not to betray anyone.
إذن علاقات مناسبة مع شركائكم. ماذا عن العلاقات مع تركيا؟ أرمينيا وتركيا أعلنتا فتح صفحة جديدة من العلاقات. أين وصل مسار التطبيع بين أنقرة ويرفان؟
We have started conversation through special representatives of Armenia and Turkey. And, the situation is that the conversation of itself is very positive, but we hope that we will have tangible results. Now, I can't say that we have any results because, for example, after the start of conversation, we have established direct flights between Armenia and Turkey, but it is something that we had before. And
تتحدث عن رحلات.
I'm sorry, I hope that we will be able to establish diplomatic relations and open the border between Armenia and Azerbaijan, which is closed for 30 years.
ما هي مقاربة أرمينيا وموقفها من الممر الذي يفترض أن يربط بين أذربيجان وأنقرة عبر أراضيكم؟
You know the warning of a narrative of so-called corridor is unacceptable for us, and it is red line for us, because in our region, according to the trilateral statement which was mentioned in the beginning of our conversation, we have one corridor in our region, and this is Lachin corridor, connected Nagorno-Karabakh with Armenia. But we have another point in our trilateral statement, which is about of opening the communications, meaning, for example, railways, roads, etc. And we are ready to, and we are discussing that actually, to open regional communications, both for Armenia and Azerbaijan, with the respect of sovereignty and the laws of the
عفوا إذا اسمح لي أن أقاطعك. تتحدث بلغة إيجابية جدا، في حين أن علاقة أرمينيا مع دول الجوار سيئة بشكل عام باستثناء إيران. والبعض استغرب في الواقع أن إيران وقفت إليكم، وهي الجمهورية الإسلامية وقفت إلى جانبكم في وجه أذربيجان الدولة المسلمة. كيف تفسر هذا الموقف؟
We have 4 neighbors, and with 2 of them we have very good relations. I mean Georgia and Iran. Iran is a friendly country for us, and we consider Iran as a friendly country, which is also have good relations with Azerbaijan too. And it is our intention not to have good relations with countries which have good relations with Azerbaijan. But now we have very close ties with Iran. And by the way, we hope that with the cooperation with Iran, we will be able to enhance the bilateral trade with Qatar as well. And we are working on the developing the communications connecting Iran with Armenia. And now we are in the process of constructing a very strategic freeway named North-South, connecting our Georgian border with our Iranian border. And we hope that as a result of that project, our economic relations with Iran will increase. And by the way, Eurasian Economic Union, I said that Armenia is member of that union, has free trade agreement with Iran, which is very important for our bilateral
اسمح لي أن أختم هذا اللقاء بسؤال عن جولتك في المنطقة العربية. سيد باشنيان، ما الذي تريده من العرب؟
I should say that in Armenia we have very positive approach toward the Arabic world because we have traditional relations, and now I hope to have the increase of bilateral trade between Qatar and Armenia, because we have very good political atmosphere in our bilateral relations with this great country.
شكرا جزيلا لك رئيس الوزراء الألماني نيكول باشينيان. شكرا جزيلا.
Thank you.